Hello and welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod. We're here on day 4089 of MPQ attendance by yours truly, or the first day of 2025. Happy New Year, everybody. Good to see you. Welcome back to the game, and well, we're going to finish off a couple things today. So, and I say a couple, I mean literally a couple things. We got two things planned for today. One, Maximus has to be finished welcoming, is that a thing? Being welcomed into S.H.I.E.L.D. We have his whole welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. thing right here. We have days 3 and 4 left to do. We will finish those first and foremost before we get to 12 Days of Marvel. For 12 Days of Marvel, we're not just going to run the nodes, we're going to run them as fast as we can. Of course, I'm going to set the precedent, and you know, go through any sort of personal rules that I can before I start my timer. Which is a very good question. What timer am I going to use? Can I set... I can, can't I? Give me a second here. Can I do a second screen capture? I'm still new to all this stuff, okay? Give me a sec. I think I could do this. If I go like... timer... maybe like a stopwatch. Full screen this. Ooh, nope. Close. Let me bring this out. Full screen that. Alt tab on out. To here. Okay. And then if I go over here, I do make another screen capture. Can I like duplicate this? Copy it. And then paste one in. I might be able to do this. This might be really neat. So then I take this and I open this one and I make this the timer. Whoa! As you could tell, I obviously did the wrong one. Give me sizes. Like over here. Oh my lord. Why do you have two of these up? I put one. I have one window. Count them. One. Is it making both of them the same? I don't want that to happen. Can I have this one be this one? Ah! I don't want that. I wanted this one to be different. Okay, so what if I remove that source? Yeah. And then we add a new one. We add a different screen capture. This might work. Add a new source instead. Yeah, add a new one. Okay. And we'll do that right here. And then I'll make it this one. Don't do that. Let's see. I haven't done this stuff before. Oh, is it working? I think I got it working. See? Got a little timer down here. Just put it into place. OMG. Okay. I think I got something. That's cool. Let me double check my work. Because, you know, you should always, like, measure twice, cut once. You know how that works, right? You know what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. We got a timer. Got this. Let's do the welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. first before we do anything else. Wow. I didn't expect to go ahead and do that. But, you know, it's the price we pay for having something worthwhile. Cool. Alright, welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. Maximus. Let's finish you off. Probably should, you know, say phrasing or something like that, right? Yeek. Alright. Maximus has 5 nodes left to do. Let's get into them. Let's not take too long. I mean, I don't want to stream forever on a mobile game, right? But then again, it's kind of my thing. Day 3 warm-up. The first 2 nodes, you remember this stuff. They're all Thanos-able, right? Get our loner. Get our big purple. I really shouldn't call him that anymore, right? I mean, is there any other big purple guy that counts instead? I mean, Chasm kind of is, but he's not that big. Hevo? Nah, it's Thanos. He's like he's a Titan. Anyways, throw that in there. and that. It takes nothing to get rid of the first 2 nodes. I know you're not looking at this stuff thinking, oh man, how do I kill the first 2 nodes on any single day in Welcome to Shield? I know you're not. Like, even this one could be difficult theoretically, but that means you're probably like into like 3-star land and barely in 4-star land, if at all. Okay, because even if you're deep into 4-star land, this node can't be hard for you. Polaris would just eat them all up for lunch. So I know you got this. I'm not going to spend much time on this. Let's Thanos through them. I think we killed Blade is what we realized, right? Because he can't regen. I mean, Medusa can regen. She almost got the same health. Is there any point in not doing that? Nah, let's just kill him. There we go. And give me this. If you're curious why that random damage just happened, if you're not familiar, I put Corvus Clave on him more often than not. There's like a small chance, like 17%, this is level 200, mind you, that he does like an extra hit of damage right off the rip and fortifies a friendly tile. I do that only because it's just another chance of getting him to do his whole court death thing just nice and early, okay? After all, if you have Thanos involved, you're just trying to speed through nodes. I mean, let's call it what it is. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes here. The third node of the day 3 is Toughen Up, which is featuring Peggy, 4-star Deadpool, and Venom. And I'm doing this with no 5 stars per the usual. I only use 5 stars on the 4th nodes of these, and that's only if I'm feeling like we actually need to. Sometimes we don't even need to do that, depending on how good the new character is or who they shoehorn into our team. Setting the table for this one, let's start with Peggy. Peggy sits there saying, hey, as long as my health is 30% or higher, all the enemy, aka our, powers are going to cost 4 AP more? I think it's 4. I want to say 3, but I don't think that's correct. I think 3 is for Shuri and stuff like that, so I think this is 4. We'll double check when we get in there. No harm, no foul. Now that's annoying enough as it is. Her blue is a partial team stun, stunning basically everyone but the target person. Her red is just a big old hit that ignores protects. The rest of her kit is okay, but that yellow is super annoying, right? Meanwhile, Deadpool's sitting there with his black passive that says, hey, if anyone hits any of my teammates for, like, I think it's 1600 or more damage, I make a 1-turn countdown, and which when it goes off, it does like 3300 damage. It's the whole reason why you don't want to target Peggy first, because then Deadpool will chew you up. You target Deadpool first, despite Peggy's nuisance yellow passive. Get rid of Deadpool, then Peggy, then you can work on Venom. Why Venom last? Because he doesn't matter as much. Agent Venom has an annoying package, but nothing like the other two. He has a cheap 5 black AP nuke. He has a yellow that hits his whole team for invisibility for a couple turns, and which makes it really hard to get rid of Deadpool and Peggy. And a nice red passive thing too. Well, I should say passive. A nice red active nuke, but a passive that starts kicking in once he gets to above 14 AP in any given color, I want to say. Anyways, so sorry guys. Okay, go ahead guys. You know, when it's New Year's Day, everyone's off, right? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Peggy, Deadpool, and Venom, we're going to get into this right now with Medusa and Maximus. With Medusa and Maximus, we just got to grab one more character involved, and we used Rocket before, right? We used a few different ones. I'm trying to remember which ones we centered on though. I think I wanted to try someone that's based on countdown effects though, if I remember correctly, because if you remember, Maximus makes a countdown tile every time. What was it? Every time a special tile, a strike, attack, projectile leaves the board. So let's see what we can do with that here. one day I'll get my own office. If you know, you know. Let's see. Countdown tiles. I feel like there's... Oh, King. King would help, right? King would help with countdown tiles. Hey, Happy New Year, Matt. Good to see you. I feel like King would be good because he takes countdown tiles and generates, what was it, one or two blue AP every time a countdown finishes or leaves the board. So there's that option. There's other countdown options though, aren't there? I wanted to kind of play around with that aspect because Medusa always has a countdown out there. He's making countdowns when special tiles leave. So this is a good opportunity to play around and see how good countdowns work. Someone with a Coulson. Coulson generates free AP when a countdown goes away. That could be really good. I mean, because this dude makes a lot of countdowns when special tiles leave. That might be the way to go. I think I just sold myself on that one. No one else is really coming to mind, although I know there's plenty more, and it's kind of killing me that I'm not thinking of them. Oof. Some of these options are not pleasant. I'm looking at them like, oh no, I'm not using them, that, this, that, or the other. Oh, that's right. I know who I want to use my next one on. Yeah, not seeing it. Oh, Purple Man makes a lot of countdowns, but I don't think he plays with countdowns that are out there. Let's just do Coulson and get it over with, right? So that is what? Yellow, blue, purple? Coulson. There we go. Just so you can see what it is. Whenever a friendly countdown reaches 0, gain 2 random AP, right? And we could use that because Peggy's making everything more expensive. Whenever you make a match where you have 6 or more team-up AP, spend 2 team-up AP to reduce a random friendly countdown by 2. That helps speed it along. And then finally, whenever an ally activates a power, create 1 random 1-turn countdown tile. This is all going to come into play pretty heavily with these guys. Okay, let's give it a shot. What's that? Only day I'm having problems with is Champions Day. Must be targeting the enemies wrong. Okay, we're gonna get there, but unfortunately we're gonna run through it. Don't forget, Matt, if you want a little more in-depth run on the Champions look, I do have my 12 Days of Marvel videos on YouTube. There's a couple of different years worth. I want to say I have 2 different versions of it. One from like 4 years ago, one from 2 years ago, and they're a little different focused, each one of them, so you can get different ideas from either or. Your champions are a bit underleveled. Well, I mean, that's where supports come in, right? We have so many good supports nowadays. Supports can almost make characters completely better than what they were before. Okay, let's get into this though. Okay, let's remember Deadpool first, so that way you don't get hit with all his counterattacks basically for targeting Peggy. Because we want to get rid of Peggy, but we got to get through Deadpool first, so we just don't suffer our damage. I guess let's clock all this team-up AP first. We'll do the match 5. And... because remember, if you have 6 or more team-up AP, when you make a match, he automatically reduces a countdown tile by 1. Spends 2 to reduce 1 by 1. And that's a big deal. Although we do have this Medusa tile here, but then again, that'll be fine. Because when a countdown tile goes away, we make more AP. So that'll be fine. Ooh, what do we got here? It's tempting, but I feel like we should use that once we get more tiles on the board. See, just reduced it by 1. We didn't really need it to, but here we are. It just went away because we already got done with it, but we got more AP out of it. Unfortunately, red. We weren't looking for that. That is a little bit of a sour note here. We don't have anyone using red, so red AP is kind of pointless. A lot of team-up AP that keeps getting spent, but that's kind of a good, kind of a bad thing, right? I really want to match this yellow, that entanglement tile. Well, we need some specials. That's how Maximus works. We're not getting anything. No strike tiles with a total strength less than enemies. Create a strike tile. Otherwise, to power your strikes. Repeat these steps for attack. So this will get us 3 tiles out there, right? And I know we're spending a little more than what it's worth, but we need special tiles, right? There we go. We have 1 of each, and the mad kicked in because of this. We don't want this tile getting deleted from unnecessary purple matches, so let's do that to keep it somewhat more safe. That protect tile just kind of saved us. Well, those protect tiles. I forgot the mad already flipped them around, which is kind of funny. Remember, while Maximus is the mad, he's actually playing with those special tiles more. Do I take that green? I almost want to match this away just to... You know I will, because we'll be getting rid of 2 special tiles and getting rid of the countdown. You know what? Which will make attack tiles. You'll see. Attack tiles, maker, more countdowns. That's cool. That was unexpected. Oh, see, more countdown tiles because their special tiles are leaving the board. They're making their own grave, as it were. Let's see. I want... So if I get rid of these, more countdowns. Don't get rid of that. We need that. Oh, look at that damage. That came out of nowhere. And that was just a passive countdown fueled thing for matching these specials away. So if we do this, Deadpool's dead. Let's switch to the Peggy as soon as we can here. Wow. I mean, we could just stay as Venom. Whoa. Let's look at what our tiles are doing right now. We have 4,000 on a strike. Remember when we had 4 protect tiles? We didn't do anything personally to make that strike tile. Maximus passively flipped the values of those tiles around, just randomly made it into a strike tile. That's ridiculous. And so he keeps boosting things because we haven't cast anything in a while. He's just boosting stuff passively. Let's go for this. Get rid of that tile. Make a countdown. Oh my lord. All that free AP. We're just getting free AP. We're getting free countdowns. The countdowns are fueling Coulson. Coulson's fueling the team. This is not a bad synergy. Just do this right here. Wow. I wasn't sure how that was going to go because I know you need to have some AP to make things happen with some of those characters. It's not like Rocket where he just comes equipped with 7 strikes, right? Or Beta Ray Bill where you have 4 protect tiles to start. Like these guys needed some sort of push, maybe matching Medusa's entanglement tile. But as soon as we got it rolling, we had that first cast of blue out there, everything was downhill for the enemy. And it was super fast downhill too. Okay, so next up, day 3 of test of skill. Now I have an idea for this one, but I'm tentative on this. I don't know how well this is going to work. Part of my plan is to let Thing do his thing. So, you know what? Let's back up a screen, right? We have to tell everyone what's what. Now, you're probably familiar with this, but just in case you're not, Thing is kind of one of the keystone centers of this team. His yellow passive says, as long as his ally has less health than him, he will jump to the front whenever they're going to take 16,000 or more damage. It's just the level they're at. That's why the number says that. And he's going to make 3 fat projectiles. Super big projectiles, right? I think Maximus is going to enjoy that. He's going to enjoy playing with that. Anyways, Thing also has a nice red. That's a big nuke with a 2-turn stun. He has a green that is a big board shake with a lot of damage attached to it. Star-Lord has a yellow that says, hey, whenever the enemy, aka you, cast an active power. He's going to make a yellow countdown tile for 2 turns that reduces all of their power costs by 2 for their reds, blues, greens, and yellows. He's not touching purple or black powers, especially because his yellow is only at level 3. He also has a red that is a nuke. It does more damage with more countdowns out there, and a purple that's not really much of a problem. It does some minor team damage. He could overwrite some of your tiles with it, but it's a computer, so they don't really know how to do that well. Don't worry about it. Finally, Mordo is the one that actually hurts the most. No passives involved, but his blue is like a big 60k plus damager, and plus that blue can get cheaper because of Star-Lord. That's like the biggest problem with Mordo. His purple's also a little annoying. It's very damaging. He hurts you based on how much AP you have in a certain color. Well, I should say your largest AP pool. His black isn't hurt as much. It's like 18k. It's still enough to leave a mark, but it just does a small amount of damage, makes some black charge tiles. If you get like 4 or more black charge tiles out there, then he does a lot more damage. Just don't let that happen, right? Easy as that? Maybe? Okay. We're going to let Thing do his thing. We're going to target Star-Lord the whole time and try to get Thing to make those protect tiles, because that's going to make Maximus start going crazy. Or mad. So, who I wanted to put with him, I don't know if this is a good option. I'm going to try. 4-star. Mr. Negative. The idea here is that Maximus is constantly changing tiles around between protects and attacks and strikes, while Mr. Negative, he does this thing where deals bonus match damage, blah blah blah, improves all friendly strike and attack tiles by a % of his current level. He creates projectiles when he takes so much amount of damage after changing Mr. Negative. While he is Martin Lee, tiles he creates are empowered by 50%, which is kind of cool. There's something else in here though. What is it? I thought it was the blue. Ability, what was it? He takes 30% reduced damage from matches, and his abilities at the start of the turn gain 1 AP in each of the strongest colors. There's something in here. I'm missing it. Is it a yellow? It's the yellow. That's what it was. I'm sorry. For 7 yellow, if there are 6 or fewer strike, attack, or protect tiles on the board, which happens pretty easy, right? Create 3 strength 223 tiles in the tile type that has the fewest. So it prioritizes protects, then strikes, and then reverts to Martin Lee. But if there are more than 6, you destroy all of them, dealing damage equal to 225% of their total strength. Remember that strength gets crazy with Maximus, right? And then changes to Mr. Negative. Destroyed tiles do not deal damage or generate AP, blah, blah, blah. If he's used while he's Mr. Negative, you deal 50% more damage. Do you see where this is going here? If I get 7 yellow and we have these fat protects out there and Maximus is playing with increasing the strength of things, flipping things to his ownership, yada, yada, yada. You get enough yellow, cast this yellow. You're destroying all those tiles out there as long as there's 6 or more, right? That's a ton of damage going out right there. And then every single one of them destroyed is going to become a countdown tile that Maximus makes. And those countdown tiles are worth the value of the tiles that were removed. This could be a lot of damage, potentially. It's just a theory, but that's what we're here for, right? I mean, that's honestly one of the best things about this game. Black Bolt's not going to do anything but be a tank. He's just going to sit there and take hits for us and keep everyone alive. Okay? I think we're good. We're ready. Let's go. I don't like my starting colors here. I definitely need the yellow, so I guess we'll start with that. Oh, I need to switch to Star-Lord. That's right. We need to trigger Thing ASAP. Black Bolt might help without triggering him with the whole passive. Let's see. Is this one right here? If there are at least 4 charge tiles on the board, deals 5,564 damage to the target instead. So if we get some strike tiles rolling, then yes, but he's not going to trigger him that often. That's a shame. don't really need the team up. I kind of would like the black. If we're not careful, the enemy could really run away with a lot of damage super fast. Like that purple, oh boy. That's some AP they just got. Now, as soon as we cast an ability, Star-Lord's going to put out that countdown, and that means their abilities get cheaper. Thing has a red and a green that are devastating, and Mordo has a blue that's super, just basically KO. So we don't want to cast anything until we think we're ready to go, well, all in. I could take that blue and start this rolling. Ooh, I don't know. What does this black do here? Remove all string. Nope. Nope, he doesn't have anything to remove, so that's not good. What's this one do? Martin becomes Mr. Negative. Make a fortified 5-turn black countdown tile on the board. While it exists, 30% of the damage dealt by the target is instead dealt to a random enemy. Ooh. That's pretty good. So basically I'm hearing if Mordo's about to fire, I can put this on Mordo. When the tile expires, the target deals 50% of their current health to all their allies. Okay. If no allies exist, they'll deal 50% of that damage to themselves. Okay. That's tempting. I think we should probably take this for the amount of AP. Charge tile. Yeah, there's a lot of AP we just gathered there. We kind of need that, don't we? Ow. That wasn't cool. Ow. That's not cool either. See? The black didn't hurt us that much. It was, and hey, what's that? Was okay damage, but he doesn't have any countdowns out. So we kind of got lucky that they casted it then. They do have 8 blue. So as soon as Star-Lord gets one of those yellow countdowns out, Mordo's going to cast that blue. And that's going to be super not good for us. Let's try to stall as long as we can. We want to build up all the AP we can to make a big deal, right? Oh boy, that's a lot of red. How about over here? What do we got? We're going to be making some tiles if we cast that. Create a big old protect tile and a 3-turn repeater. Then increase the strength, the strongest friendly strike, attack, projectile, blah, blah. Okay, so what if we do this first? If we have no strike tiles, blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, depower your... We would be depower an attack tile in this case because we'd cast the purple first. And then deal damage plus 16 times the total strength in reduced damage. Wow. That might trigger Thing to do his thing. So we did purple and then blue. That might work. I wish I had enough yellow, though, to get Mr. Negative rolling. That was the whole point of doing this combo. There's enough black charge tiles out there to make Mordo almost dangerous. There's only 3 of them. He needs 1 more, but it's still scary. I don't know if I trust that much. But we kind of need this stuff to keep going, so let's try to get that yellow. Don't take the yellow. Of course he took the yellow. Why wouldn't he, right? He doesn't have enough to do anything yet. I need 1 more yellow just to even get the Quasi-Sonic Whisper to do full damage. Anything in here we could do? Scuttlebutt, Clash the Worthy, a Hex Bolt. That would help us get the yellow AP. We just target a yellow tile and they'll take it. Hey, what's up, John? I didn't even see you come on in. Sneak it in the back door there. What's up, man? I'm thinking we're just going to take use this and start rolling, right? There's not enough yellow, though, to really claim to get Mr. Negative going, right? There's not. I need... I need a better set of tiles right now. This isn't... They're not dropping me any yellows, which is really sad. I can't let them get another purple, so we have to take that. Oh, there's the yellow. Jeez, took long enough, right? Okay, so now we can start rolling, right? We have what we wanted. So theoretically, we just do purple. Okay, so now we have 9,471 in attack tiles, right? So we could do it again. Do we do it again? Yeah, we do it again first. Okay. Then we do the blue. That's a lot of damage. There goes rock solid. There we go. Now we have some tiles out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 special tiles, right? Come on, do it again. Got more special tiles out there. Okay. So now if we do this, we're going to destroy them all. Is he Mr. Negative right now? He is not. We should probably flip him to Mr. Negative. Because remember, with this yellow, if he's, well, oh. Yeah, if he's Mr. Negative, this ability does 50% more damage. So let's cast this. Create a fortified turn. Well, this tells us by the target. We're gonna target Mordo with this one. Oh, I guess we get to select right here. That's nice. There we go. Can we select multiple people? Is that a thing? Can we like do it again and select like thing? Can't do it on multiple people. Okay, it's worth a shot. Okay, let's do this. Defiled organizer. Let's give it a shot. Yep. Did what we wanted. We used all of Thing's power from all his projectiles as damage built up. Just to thwart Star-Lord in one hit. So now we have these big old countdowns that deal 3,700, 3,700, 3,700, 3,700, 3,000. You get the point? That's a lot of those. This is kind of cool. So let's get rid of Thing. Can we do this? Remove all strike, attack, protect tiles, then create a fortified tile of each type with strength equal to that, plus the total strength of all tiles type removed. We don't have any strike, attack, protect tiles out there, so this would be kind of pointless right now. We could just fire one of these off for funsies and see what happens. Because Thing, yeah, Thing won't trigger, unfortunately. I guess if we did this and it hit Mortal, it might trigger. Eh. I'm sorry, what was that? Yeah, that was a heck of a hit. It was, and I'm loving that. Let's do this scuttlebutt to see if it triggers Mordo. I'm gonna triggers Thing by hitting Mordo. It probably won't because it's not gonna do it. Mordo has higher health than Thing, so it's not gonna trigger him. Had to talk myself out of it. How much red do you need? 10. I guess we're good for now, right? Just probably play it out, like let it ride. Yeah, let's let it ride. Ooh, I think that's enough purple for them now, isn't it? Yikes. Yep, 9. Oh boy. And he would use it on my green for sure. That will hurt a lot. That means that's a dead person probably somewhere. What do I do about that? I don't want to take that to the face. Not at all. We have no tiles out there. That's not going to help. I could just do this. I'd be sacrificing some of the middle ones, but it would be damage needed. Because I don't have a 5 AP and everything, so this would just... right there. We're getting rid of some of our green, so that way when Mordo fires off his purple, he's not... oh god, he's going to kill my black is what he's going to do. I just realized that. Let's use one of these. Let's use this Hex Bolt right here. That gave me some blue. So now I can cast this Maker, right? Now I have extra tiles out there. These tiles do 17,000. I kind of want this black to go back to being magnificent. So I'm going to do this Quasi-Sonic Whisper again. So he'll flip back. Then I could do this to remove all the tiles. It just... did it just make big tiles? Is that what it did? Yeah, we're at 38,000 now. That's crazy. Okay, we'll cast... and this is already cast, right? Oh, it just refortified it. That's cool. So we're down to 15 black. We have 16 red. We can't get rid of the red. He's still going to cast that purple. It's going to suck. I guess I could Scuttlebutt and just... probably it would end him, right? Because we have 38,000 on strike tiles. But we're not supposed to rely on that stuff, right? So let's just do this. Click, click. That worked. Okay. Mr. Negative, a 4-star, walked in with Black Bolt, who really was just sitting there as a punching bag. Thankfully, we had a way to spend our green AP. But really, Mr. Negative and Maximus worked it out. But it's kind of hard. You have to flip back and forth between that Magnificent and Mad and measure out, okay, I can't cast Magnificent because he's mad right now. I gotta waste some AP casting something else to get that to flip. But man, is it worth it. You get so much power. So you saw I went from having no tiles on screen, just countdowns, right? To having a 16,000 strike tile. And then after casting another ability, it flipped around, now it's 38,000. Like, what kind of increase is that? If I didn't have Black Bolt, and instead it was Hot Pool, doubling my power of my strike tile, that's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Anyways. Yeah, Max is going to be real good. Maximus is definitely one of those characters you have to watch for. He's still considered a support character because you're not doing anything without creating strike, attack, protect tiles, right? So he's not a one-man army. He needs some help. But I think in the end, he's definitely worth having around. Okay, finally, ready for anything, right? Let's get in there and have some fun with this. Meaning, oh, let's get the animations on. I think it's fun to see those all together, right? Because you get to see like high-level stuff here. Welcome to Shield. Ready for anything. We got Maximus the Loner. We have Black Bolt our Loner. Medusa the Loner. Why all loners? Because look at their levels. 550, 320, 480. I don't have those laying around, do you? You might. And if you do, congrats. Okay, let's get in there. Perfect against Sentry Drones. He's going to be really good against a lot of people. I mean, shoot, the mindless ones creating that tile at the beginning, isn't that damage right off the rip? Just for every tile they create, click, click, click. And then he's going to go ahead and play with those tiles during the match. I mean, that's pretty good stuff. I mean, obviously the solution has always been just pick Chasm and don't let them get their first turn, but I don't know. I think this is a fun alternative. Okay, so let's get our match 5 out of the way here, because why wouldn't you? And we'll just, I don't know, we'll kill like this guy because we can. Ooh, we'll get rid of that. We'll do this into that. Now we have some tiles. I guess we could make more, right? Just do a rightful usurper. Get my comfy chair out. Watch my minions come into play. I guess that's what they're doing. I don't know. And we'll take this so we can get the charge tile, plus make a countdown, plus get rid of their countdown. All fun stuff. So many good reasons to match special tiles with this team. Obviously, they would love to be on the same team as Polaris. Can't fault that at all. We'll take this. That's a lot of damage passively just for having some charge tiles out there. I mean, it's kind of an old news ability, but still, it's nice to have it. Let's pump up. Oh, that's right. He's max level on this, isn't he? Yeah, all powers by 1. Like all his allies. I forgot. I always keep it at level 3, so I have to select which ally I want to empower. If you have it at level 5, he pumps them all up. I forgot about that. Hey, what's up, Dark? Good to see you in here. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate the sub as always. And Yuzu loves low-level AI support. Yes, I could see that. That's a big deal. We should probably move along and hit that because we want to. Okay, we did not need you punching out my... I like the idea that a robot just punched out Black King's leadership. Like like Black Bolt, I'm sorry, not Black King. Like Black Bolt sitting here like, I'm going to be a awesome motivator and motivate my team. And the robot punched him so hard he lost the ability to lead them better. Puzzle game logic, go! There we go, got some more tiles up on the board. That's fun. And now they've all flipped around. Yeah, Happy New Year, guys. I don't think I've ever seen Happy New Year abbreviated before. Till now. I read that and I was like, honey, that's weird. Oh, Happy New Year. I don't think I've ever seen that abbreviated. It's kind of fun. What do we got here? Entanglement. I'll take that. Please. Make more tiles. You know what I really want? I want to get enough yellow so I can do the Quasi-Sonic Whisper and delete the whole board right now. Because just imagine the countdown tiles you'll make. That's what I want to do here. Too lazy to type it out. Hey, you know what? If you're anything like me, you had a long night last night. Didn't crawl into bed till like close to 3. So, you know, things happen. Can you give me more yellow? I'd really appreciate it. Take that one right here. If this bot takes these yellows, I swear. Of course he did. Ah, jerk. What was it? Maybe I finally found someone else to put AI support on. Unless food cart would be better. Sorry if you covered this already. I think both are a good idea. But do you say finally found someone else? Oh, someone else. I get it. Okay. I mean, yeah, I can't argue with you, John. Using Maximus over Rocket with the Kitty and Polaris is probably really, really good. Low-level AI is amazing, yes, but he goes on a lot of people, honestly. I put it on Hot Pool. I put it on, obviously, Polaris. Put it on Rocket. Put it on... You can put it on Mr. Negative. You can put it on Captain Marvel, 5-star, if you got to use her, because obviously deleting friendly strikes without matching them gives you yellow AP. There's so many different ways to abuse it. Let's do this again. Take a seat. Get the minions out there. Let them create some more stuff. And then we will... I don't know, we should switch to this person before we cast this blue, because it's probably going to be damaging. Oh, yep, there he goes. Pew pew pew! I like that animation. It looks actually like he's moving and doing something. They did a good job with that one. What are we at now? Pretty good numbers. 4,300. Nice. Okay. We should probably do like this. I mean, this is solid numbers right here, and I'm just using loners. Yeah, I think Max is going to become like one of those characters that's, I don't want to say he's sneaky good. It's more like you just can't plug and play him into any team and have him work, but he's going to do fantastic as long as you plan ahead of time. I think that's kind of what he is. Which unfortunately means he's probably not going to be meta at all. I mean, let's face it. The meta teams are the ones that do work and do damage with very little time to do anything. Like less amounts of casts. I mean, take Multiple Man for example. Multiple Man can win most fights on turn 2 or turn 3. But the reason why people still don't want to use him over other options is because you have to cast his abilities 5 to 6 times per turn. And that is supposedly taking too much time. If you're taking too much time just casting an ability, click, 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 people check out. And that's kind of the sad truth of it. We should probably kill him, huh? We have enough yellow? Oh, we do. Let's scream at him. Want to scream? Let's go scream. We'll scream at this guy. He's got more health. Boom! It doesn't matter who we screamed at. We got the whole team. We don't get to see that often. That's pretty cool. It is lazy, John. Totally lazy. I haven't used RNG in a long time. Typically don't use 3 or 4 stars unless the team calls for the support, like Namor helps Okoye. Yes, it's true. Speaking of speed, I wonder how long it'll take for more folks to see Broken King and Dark Veils. King and Dark Veil they've been around for a little bit. People online know about it already. Well, I shouldn't say people online. I should say some people on the higher up PvP players know how to do that stuff. I've seen it before myself. I've run across it, and that was kind of a little bit of my inspiration. It was like, let me pick that apart and see how that works. And it took a few attempts for me to figure out that King and Dark Veil have to be in a specific place. You can't have... It doesn't work as well if you have Dark Veil on the left and King on the right, because the order of the passives triggering matters. It's just, I mean, that's what I've found. Could I be wrong? Sure. I'm fully willing to admit that. But anyways, that was Welcome to Shield for Maximus. Pretty easy one if you ask me. We haven't really struggled on anything he had there. We used a bunch of different people for different tasks, and every single one of them was fantastic in their own right. I actually enjoyed Coulson coming in there and supporting it as much as he did. Okay. That was that.